What's up, guys? It's Caveman Mining. Welcome to the mining cave. This is, in fact, my very first video, my first YouTube video. And I want to really show you guys what I've got going on here and bring you on a journey with me, okay? So I want to create more content. My plans are to buy more graphics cards, build more rigs, experiment with different algorithms, and really just create an amazing journey. So you guys see this pretty, what I would call a petite setup here in the mining cave, aka the mining garage. We'll do a 360 view so you can see kind of what we're working with here. So, you know, I've got my workbench set up here, and we'll see if I keep that and expand and clean up these shelves and build up and out. Just really figure out what's the most efficient and the best way to scale operations up in the garage. And there's a potential we may move out of here at some point, but I want to start out here and use this as my learning curve and my learning block, and see how far we can get with this journey. So I think, as you guys know, there's a lot going on in the mining world with proof of work ending some point soon, probably in the next 6 to 8 months is everyone's guess. And yeah, EIP 1559 is up. So we'll see what the current state of Ethereum is, and we'll go from there. But I'm not gonna sell my cards or my rigs. I'm gonna keep buying, and I'm gonna keep going on this journey. So I think that's the consensus right now with everyone. So yeah, I'm in it for the ride with you all, and hope you're in it for the ride with me. So yeah, definitely want to bring you guys some great content, and there will be videos inside this mining cave / garage where we do some projects, and there'll be some videos outside of this location where we go to customers / partners' house to you know, fix their rigs and build up their equipment. And actually, little known fact, if it wasn't for Chump Change XD, who you guys know in the community, who I'm not going to say too much information on because he's a local miner to me in my area, but I'm not going to tell you where my area is at. Had some great conversations with him over the last month, and he has been a factor in me creating this channel. He's been providing me insanely helpful tips on how to launch the YouTube channel, get my branding going, and just figuring out things that I've got with my setup. So, you know, don't want to jump too far ahead, but hey, maybe we're going to have a collaboration coming up in the next couple weeks, months, and get together on some stuff to bring you some pretty sweet content. So we're going to put our heads together and see what we can come up with. But I'm pretty stoked to have him. He's a great guy. Shout out to him. Shout out to the rest of the miners out there. I'm not going to go ahead and start naming, but really I've glorified what I would call this art over the last 8 months, and I've been watching YouTube many hours on how-to videos, and just following different miners' journeys on what they have going on. So I am so stoked. I am so happy to be a part of this community, and you guys have been so incredibly welcoming to me, and I am so thankful. So I hope to bring content. I hope to join this community and be a part of this with you guys. So so happy, so excited, and hope to bring you guys some great content. But a little bit more about this setup here. I've got an 8-card rig set up between 2 motherboards here on, this is actually talking about Chump Change. I sent him for his rig picks in his Discord, and they did a live stream and showcased my rig, and I got a lot of cool reaction based on advising that this is a custom Amazon shoe rack that I've kind of carved up into this mining rig. And yeah, so I've got 2 motherboards. There was, you see, one level here, the bottom base level for the shoes, the middle, and then there was a third which I popped off, and I actually cut some of these plastic slants here and used it as a frame, as a kind of a mounting bracket for the bottom to kind of hold the cards. It's plastic and it is now starting to bend, so we're gonna have to figure something out on this rig here soon. But for starters and for, you know, for creativity, I was pretty excited to come up with some type of concept here, but we will try to get a little bit more efficient, meaning that I'm gonna take this Z490 Pro motherboard and put all 8 cards on it, get rid of this Dell motherboard with its PCIe adapter. That's going to go away. We'll hold that for a rainy day or maybe some other mining side project, and we're going to transplant all of these cards on that one motherboard down onto this King Wing 8-card frame. Definitely more sturdy. It's got the you know, the brackets for the fans and the connection to get some fans up there, and definitely stronger and just a better setup. So we're gonna figure some stuff out there. I've got 2 ATX power supplies, one 850 Corsair and 1,000 watt Antec gaming ATX. So I've got a server PSU in here from Parallel Miners. I believe it is a 14 or 1500 watt Delta, and we'll get that on this frame, and I might have to leverage one of those ATXs for now unless I can get my hands on another server power supply. So we'll figure some stuff out there. Just showcasing this, it's a my little test bench frame, 2 cards that are on there, some actually RTX desktop Quadro 4000 cards. I was able to get my hands on interesting cards. We'll talk a little bit more about those later. And then this rig here was actually a freebie, meaning the motherboard and the processor and the power supply. Someone on Facebook Marketplace was saying they were going to throw this away. It's free, and supposedly, you know, they said it was working, and it was in this dusty, freaking dusty, giant gaming old case, just packed full of dust. And when I saw this thing basically in the trash, I went right away to get it, and I just said to myself, oh God, there's a good chance that this isn't going to work. And by golly, it did. I mean, I blew all the dust off, cleaned it all up, and voila, we've got a working infrastructure for a rig. And this is a 3060. It is a light hash rate card. I got some kind of smirks as to what was going on with this on the showcase from Chump Change XD. And it is a light hash rate card, not so good on Ethereum, so it is mining Ravencoin at the moment and doing pretty well on that. So potentially doing some Ravencoin stuff with this rig if I can get some more cards. And yeah, just building more and more cards here and more rigs and building out to the capacity. So I'm going to explain a little bit about the electric got going on here, take a journey behind the John Deere tractor. And we've got our infamously known Space Goats power meter slash plug. And if you can read, that is in focus. I'm just pulling about over 1600 watts on all those cards over there. This is a 30 amp circuit installed here. I'm going to get 2 more 30 amp circuits with plugs on the outside here, and we'll run the cables out behind all the junk and into the PDU. So this PDU is a smart PDU. Sadly enough, it's only 20 watts. This is a super cool piece of equipment because it is network switched and managed, meaning that I can control this via, you know, my home network and connect into it and reboot and recycle all the equipment. So it's kind of an older interface. We'll maybe do that on another video, but I like it. It works well, and I haven't had any hiccups with it. And that's a Digital Loggers PDU. DLI is the company on Amazon, 189 bucks. So Good price, good technology. Just sad that it is only 20 amps total. So if that was 30 amps, I think those would sell like hotcakes. So, you know, if anyone from DLI hears me, make that same exact model, but make a 30 amp model, and you guys will like be booming with sales from miners. So not sure if this video would ever go to them, but just so you guys know in the community, pretty cool piece of equipment. So we'll have to get more PDUs based on that fact, no problem. And again, we will do another video on the transplant of those 8 cards, that one motherboard on the Kingwing frame. So I will promise you a video in the next coming weeks, and to have some more cool content. So we're about 11 minutes into me telling you about my journey and me explaining what I have going on here. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I'm gonna try to keep all my videos very to the point and crisp, and I don't want to talk too much. I just want to show you guys some good equipment, good builds, good content, good technology. I am very open to feedback. Tell me what you guys like, what you don't like, what you want to see. I am going to be buying more equipment. I am pretty much a GPU miner, right? That's where my heart lives. I'm an IT guy at heart. That is my background. So I love doing that, but I'm not afraid to experiment. I have some other stuff coming up. I've got a helium miner on order, so we'll do a video. We'll check that out. Got 2 of those actually coming, and we'll see about the location, the placement of that. And I've got some other potential things in the works, like another location where we might build a pretty big setup, and or I might look at expanding out to some ASICs. So yeah, don't want to give too much spoiler alert as to what you guys might see in the next couple videos. But yeah, I want to thank you all once again for tuning in. I really hope you like this content, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. So with further ado, we're gonna take it out. I want you guys to all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.